If you're using a personal auto policy for business driving, you may be one claim away from a denial or a painful coverage gap. Today, I'll explain the differences that actually matter when something goes wrong. Hi, I'm Marty with JMW Insurance Solutions. We help business owners protect what they've built and make sure coverage holds up when real-world claims happen. A lot of business owners assume auto insurance is auto insurance. If the vehicle is insured, you're covered, right? Not always. The biggest problems I see with auto claims don't come from businesses with no insurance. They come from businesses with insurance that doesn't match how the vehicle is being used. So today, I want to break down commercial auto versus personal auto in plain English and focus on the differences that matter when a claim happens. Because in the claim moment, the question is not, do you have insurance? The question is the insurance written for the way you operate? Business use changes the risk, and policies are built around risk. Personal auto insurance is priced and written for personal driving, commuting, errands, family use, daily life. Some policies allow limited business use, but many do not cover certain business activities. Commercial auto is written for business exposures, employee drivers, deliveries, job sites, tools and equipment, multiple vehicles, higher mileage, and higher liability risk. If you're using a vehicle for business, especially for transporting equipment, visiting job sites, making deliveries, or carrying employees, it's essential that the policy matches that reality. Who is driving? Personal policies often don't handle business driver setups cleanly. Here's a common situation. A business owner has a personal policy in their own name. Then an employee occasionally drives that vehicle for business errands, or a family member who helps out drives it, or a contractor borrows the vehicle for a day. In a claim, the insurer will look at who owns the vehicle, who is listed on the policy, who was driving at the time, what the vehicle was being used for. Commercial auto policies are designed to handle business ownership and business driver structures more clearly, including employee drivers, listed drivers, and business use patterns. Liability limits. Business driving increases the severity of claims. When a business vehicle is involved in an accident, the claim can expand quickly. Third-party injuries and medical costs, multiple vehicles involved, legal costs, allegations of negligence. Business liability, not just personal liability. Business owners often carry higher liability exposures than they realize. One accident involving a business vehicle can turn into a lawsuit that targets the business, the owner, and sometimes the client relationship. Commercial policies often allow more appropriate limit structures for business risk and can be coordinated with umbrella liability when needed. Ownership and titling, personal versus business, name matters. If your vehicle is titled in the business name but insured under a personal policy, that can be a red flag. The insurer may question whether the policy was set up properly for the ownership structure. On the other side, if a vehicle is personally owned but used heavily for business, especially for deliveries or job site work, that also creates gray areas. The cleanest approach is to align ownership, title, primary use, driver's insurance policy type. The big claim issue was the vehicle being used for business? This is one of the most important claim questions. If a personal auto policy excludes certain business uses, an accident during those uses can lead to coverage disputes, denials, delays, lower payouts, out-of-pocket costs that are devastating real-world example scenario. An employee uses their personal truck to deliver materials to a job site just this once. There's an accident, injuries happen. Now the personal auto insurer looks at the use and says, this was business delivery. The claim becomes complicated and may not respond the way the business expects. This is not a scare tactic, it's simply how policies work. They are contracts written around defined uses. Physical damage and the tools and equipment misunderstanding. Another common assumption, my auto insurance will cover everything in the vehicle. Often, no. The vehicle itself may be covered for physical damage if you have comprehensive collision, but tools, equipment, and cargo may not be fully covered unless you have the proper coverage for that exposure. This is where business owners need to think about. tools carried in vehicles, equipment transported between locations, materials being delivered, mobile operations. Commercial auto can be paired with other business coverage designed for property in transit or mobile equipment. Quick audit. Are you actually set up correctly? Ask yourself these questions. Are any vehicles used for deliveries, job sites, or transporting tools? Do employees ever drive business-related errands in their own vehicles? Are vehicles titled in the business name, but insured personally, or vice versa? Are your liability limits appropriate for business risk? Do you assume auto coverage protects tools, equipment in the vehicle? If you answered yes to any of these, you don't necessarily have a problem, but you should validate the setup before a claim forces the issue. Commercial auto isn't about paying more for insurance. It's about making sure the policy matches the way you operate, so when a claim happens, coverage is clean, clear, and defensible. If you want a fast coverage check to confirm whether your vehicle should be personal or commercial and whether your limits match your risk, we'll help you tighten it up. https://JMW Insurance Solutions.com. Business insurance.